Sean Strickland, he's back, getting ready for a fight, rehabilitated after the suspension. Is that right?
Yeah, no, whole new man.
I mean, to a certain extent, you haven't fought in a year, and you're married, right? And,
I mean, that suspension was just a slap on the wrist. Like, I'd do it again. That was deserved it. Really, it only should have been 6 months, but it was booked up, so I just kind of had to ride the bench.
This is an important fight. I mean, in my opinion, they're
all fights are important. No, I'm excited. I wanted this fight too. You know, it's a good fight. It hasn't been beat in a long time, so it means a lot to put this guy away.
For you yourself, your last fight.
Nah, you're good.
Your last fight, you know, you went and fought Dricus.
Yeah,
it was
I know.
For a championship.
Yeah, that was, again, you know, I'm my own man. The UFC doesn't control any of us, but I probably should have said no to that. I you know, wasn't healthy for it, so. But, you know, you get pulled in the big guy's office and they say, hey, well, if you don't say yes, somebody else will, and you'll be put on the back burner. So you just kind of say yes and hope things pan out. And, you know, sometimes they pan out, sometimes they don't.
Well, how did it all work out? Because, I mean, that was a very important one. It was one in which you had felt that you had beat the guy and that they hadn't given it to you.
At the end of the day, like, it's all bullshit. Like, I mean, you take Dricus. He goes and loses Chimaev, and now no one really talks about him. It's like, dude, this whole sport, it's like 1 minute you're on top, 1 minute you're not, and just, I don't really find my happiness from it. I like to train. I like being around the boys, the guys. I like to fight, but at the end of the day, dude, it doesn't really, like, define who I am now, especially as I get older. You know, it's like the UFC logo and the blue check mark, you're starting to realize, like, it doesn't matter. I love fighting. I mean, again, this is my blood. It's who I am. And I'm grateful that there is an opportunity for, like, people like us to have an outlet. I mean, if it wasn't for this, I don't know what I'd be doing. But, yeah, no, it's not I mean, I love the financial opportunities I get, and I'd like to be able to pay my mortgage and like these things, but I don't know, like, I really think at the end of the day, no matter like what promo they shoot, if you talk to all these champions, like the ex-champions, a lot of like, oh, it's a lot for show, dude. Like, when we go home like, we're not thinking about this shit.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's great for life. It's great for like growth as a human being. Not always great for fighting. Like some of these guys who just live and breathe this stuff when you're younger, you know, where like you're coming into this where like I got other things going on. I've realized what's really important, but that can show up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I stopped really caring about it when I was like after my motorcycle accident, when it was kind of like taken from me, and I kind of just had the idea of like, hey, I'm gonna go knock out a few fights, get some money, and then move on. That's when I really kind of divested myself from the sport. And then I found that I enjoyed it more when I cared less. Like, cause you know, from the age of like, I started when I was 14. I mean, I would go to bed and sleep and think about it every night. I'd get a fight and I'd like all night long, couldn't sleep. I'd wake up at 3 a.m. and thinking about the fight over and over and over and over again, or where I want to be or who I want to be. And then I realized that like, it was kind of making me miserable. Well, I didn't realize this. I realized it because I took a step back after my motorcycle accident. And then I kind of realized, man, like the hyper fixation on like my career and fighting just made me miserable.
You know, when I think about the last fight, I mean, obviously someone on the outside looking in is just like, bro, why are you hurting your shoulder on a motorcycle when you got a UFC championship?
I know, yeah, I was riding, yeah.
Like, how does that even happen, you know?
I mean, dude, I'm a social degenerate, man. Antisocial personality disorder. You say it's hot, I got to touch it. It's like my brain doesn't stop. But again, you know, I don't care, man. Like, it was fun. I got to go ride with one of the best riders in the world. I had a good time, and it just is what it is, dude. Like, I don't look back at life and say, oh, this happened or this should have happened. Like, dude, just man up and move the on. Try to make better choices in the future, which you probably won't.
What was that camp like? I mean, when you say broken shoulder, I mean, I don't even know what that feels like.
So I got the call. I was actually trained with Ritter, and he hit me with like a little whizzer, and I was like, dude, I can't. Like my arm, just like I couldn't move my arm. I went to the PI, and I was like, you know, I have a feeling the UFC's gonna call me to fight soon, so I gotta get the out of here. And then I go to Colombia, like, I don't know, 9 weeks out, 10 weeks out to get stem cells on my shoulder. I said it's for my knee because I don't know anybody know my shoulder. And then the moment I get back, or I'm actually getting stem cells in this clinic, and then Hunter calls me. I was like, hey, we have a fight. I was like, but it was, again, dude, it's like, it's what it is, dude. You just sack up and you move on. And dude, a lot of times in life, man, like, if you just go and like roll the dice, sometimes it pays off. Like I always say about opportunity. Like opportunity, I mean, mind you, I was an idiot, but opportunity never comes when it should. Like you never wake up and you're like, man, I'm ready for something great to happen to me. Like I'm ready to move my life. I'm ready to change everything. That never happens, dude. It never happens. It comes when when you least expecting it, when you're not ready for it. And like generally the ones that are successful are the ones that say, hey, no, I'll do it. And then the problem is, I think the issue is we highlight the minority that, answers a call and rises to fame, not realizing that 90% of the people that were in the same situation lost. And, you're going to find in your life, whether it's like a job, like anything, you're always going to have these opportunities come your way. Maybe someone calls you and says, hey, man, I got a business plan, or I got a job offer, or you got to come move out of state. And you're going to find these opportunities happen so much. And generally the ones that are like successful, the ones that just say yes. Yeah.
What was the experience like, though? Having all said that, and then it all makes sense. Good opportunities come, and then you try to make the most of them.
It was hard, man. It was hard. Like going in camp, you just kind of tell yourself that you'll be okay. I mean, but again, it's like as a fighter, I mean, how many guys in here are injured? Like, there's so many guys. Like, I mean, Francis won a belt with like a torn MCL or some shit. It's like there's so many guys that are just like after you leave the gym, you're telling yourself, no, I'll be all right. It's good, dude. I got 3 weeks. I got 5 weeks. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. And then, like, sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't, dude. But it's just, that's the name of the game, dude. If you don't like it, don't be a fighter.
So your time off, like Eric said, obviously, and this is, I mean, anybody who has followed your career at all probably knows that you were just in here coaching, yeah? You just coaching. And
no, I still train. No, I still train. I mean, I always coach, I've been doing this sport for so long where it's like, I have an abundant amount of knowledge, so you just see guys and you want to help your friends. I mean, like, a fighting gym is weird where it's like, and if you guys don't work in a fight gym or like around it, I don't know if most of these guys have girlfriends. I don't know who they live. I don't even know a lot of their last names, but like, they're kind of like family to you, because you're in here every day, like, you're in here every day bleeding with you. So it's like when you get an opportunity to just help these guys, it feels good. Yeah, fight gyms are weird, man. Like you can know nothing about somebody and then you go and have a death match with them and they like instantly like family. That's weird how that works.
I mean, you've always had this coaching role and you've been one of the leaders, and now, but you're 34 years old, you've held the title, you've lost the title, now you're coming off of a year off. Like I mentioned, you've grown in your personal life, getting married. Do you feel like an older statesman kind of? Do you feel like this is a different sort of veteran type?
I've been coaching a lot. So like, I mean, one of the big reasons why I left Syndicate was I started running my own wrestling class. And then, like most coaches, when you start like coaching at their gym, they hate it. But Eric is the kind of guy where like he's allowed me to, which is nice, and that being said, it's to his credit, I have probably taken away from like other coaches' programs. But I mean, I don't charge money, I just need bodies. So it's like Extreme is good, especially Eric, because they've allowed me to help guys. And like the better my guys get, the better I get. If I'm going with somebody and every day I'm beating him with this one thing, like I'm only hurting myself to be like, hey, dude, let me tell you how to stop this. And there's a lot of guys that just kind of hold that in their pocket and be like, I never want you to know. I'm like, I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting Fluffy, dude. Let me show you this so you can help me.
I think anybody on the outside who's looking at this fight, it's kind of a crossroads. Like this is sort of the younger guy who's coming up. He's got some hype behind him. If you win this, you're right where
How old is he? How old is Fluffy? Like.
Well, I think he's younger in fight years, right?
Yeah.
I think he's in his 30s.
Yeah,
but,
he's in his 30s.
He hasn't been around as long as you have. So.
Again, I mean, Fluffy's a hard fight. I mean, you can't, endless gas tank. He's beat some of my buddies, I mean, I think Edmund kind of shit the bed in that fight. I think Edmund, he went for like a guillotine and armbar from the mouth. It's kind of green, you know. Yeah, no, Edmund fought him, and I think like Edmund like dropped him or ended up taking him down, and then went and armbarred him from mount, and then like went for like a guillotine. Like Edmund did everything wrong in that fight. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait. It's gonna be a miserable fight. Like there's gonna be a level of misery there that you just don't, you know. It's hard to train for. Like it's hard to train for that kind of misery. Just you know that it's gonna be like 4th round, 5th round, like 5 more minutes of the parasite.
How do you know that about this guy? Like when do you know that about a fight?
I mean, that's how he's made his career, just like laying on guys, you know. But it's hard. Like he fought Roman Dolidze, and I mean, Roman Dolidze did his camp for us. He had his, like, again, talk about injuries. He hurt his back, but he didn't even train really at all that fight camp. So like, you know, Fluffy goes in there and mauls him, and everyone's like, oh shit, and you're like, me, has been in with Roman Dolidze for 10 weeks. I'm like, this guy didn't train at all. Like he couldn't. His back was. But you know, Roman had the idea that I'm just gonna go in there. I got good jiu-jitsu, and I'm gonna armbar somebody, and then lights come on. It doesn't happen. Yeah. So there is like, it's kind of weird from insight from knowing guys who fought like Roman, where you're like, well, I know you felt like a badass, but like you should have seen what we've seen for the last 8 weeks. You would have been like, that was a layup.
You still, how do you feel about going into those 4th and 5th rounds knowing that it's going to be miserable? You welcome that, or you just like, I'll do it, I have to do it?
Yeah,
but like,
I mean, I don't know anything else in 5 rounds. Like you just train for that, you know? Like you just, I mean, we did 5 rounds in here. I mean, you've seen 5 rounds in here, and then generally I tried. You're like Fluffy's a hard guy to train for because there's nobody that really fights like him, you know, that like has that pace. So a lot of my training is like my wrestling rounds are outside of sparring. I'll get guys. But I mean, you see me spar today, you know, you just like go with a guy until he becomes a dead body, then I get another guy.
I feel like this is one of those fights, though, where, man, if you win this, I think the storyline is right there for Khamzat. I very much get the sense that Khamzat would like to fight you.
Yeah, no, I mean, that'd be a big fight. You know, I think that, like, I think I'm probably the only one that could beat Chimaev. I honestly think Fluffy's a better wrestler than Chimaev. Like, I think pace-wise, style-wise, I think over 5 rounds, Fluffy's probably a better. But then stand-up, I think Chimaev might take him to a stand-up decision. So, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird what the UFC did with Chimaev. You brought a guy in that fights once a year who's like Madonna, who probably gets like, you know, I mean, how much money does that dictator give him on the table? Like, the guy doesn't need to fight, dude. He's best friends with a warlord, you know? Like, he doesn't need to fight. Dude gets gifted G-Wagons. So you have somebody who, like, he's just going to sit on that belt and wait until they force him to fight. And then, like, he wanted to fight Nasruddin or something, whatever the guy's name is. And he's like, oh, I don't want to fight you, my brother. Like, what are you talking about? It's not how this sport works, dude. Don't be go fight that guy. But, yeah, no, the middleweight division, man, like, from a pure money perspective, you would make more money not fighting for the belt than you would fighting for the belt. Right? So, like, say Chimaev goes and fights Nasruddin in 6 months. Well, let's say Chimaev springs his pinky like he normally does. Now he takes another year off. So it's like you're off for 2 years where it's like the belt isn't even like, it's not even in my brain anymore. I don't even think about it. Like, I'll make significantly more money just fighting. Whereas, like, it's shitty, but it's like you say, hey, you want to wait a year and a half and, like, not fight, or just keep fighting and fighting good guys and maybe taking an L? I'll just go fight good guys, maybe take an L, and I'll triple my pay. Yeah. It's like, and I think a lot of guys, like, you know, let's just say Fluffy beats me, and like, you know, Fluffy want you for a title fight. Well, I mean, he's going to fight Nasruddin in probably, 6 months? Fights Nasruddin, say they have a hard fight, or even if they have an easy fight, he springs his pinky toe, he's out for another 8 months. So, like, Fluffy, you're not fighting for a year and a half if you want to wait for that. And I'm sure you would, but it's like, me personally, I don't give a f***. Give me my paycheck. I want to go fight.
Dang, I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's got to be a little bit of a different feeling, right? Because I remember when you lost the belt, I was even a little bit surprised at how bad you wanted it back. But now you're saying it's just like it's not even a thought.
Well, no,
for you, right?
it's nice, but again, you're asking me to take a year and a half off to do that. So I go beat Fluffy, you're next in line, you beat the contender. It's like, okay, great. But now you're telling me to take a year and a half off just to wait for. I'm ready now. My pinky's better. Like that, dude. Like it doesn't make sense to me where it's like we're in here to make money, and I'll make significantly more money not fighting for a belt or waiting for Chimaev's pinky to feel better.
Yeah. So all that said,
every fight, dude, the guy's like, I broke my hand. I have an X-ray. Want to see it? Like, my shoulder's broken. Every time you fight, you break something, dude, and it's like some mysterious injury. I swear, guys, it was broken. We'll show the X-ray. Oh, I tore something. We'll show the MRI. Wait a minute. It's like every time this guy fights, he has a mysterious injury. It's just, why wait?
Yeah, I would say one thing you have going for you, though, is he does seem to actually want to fight you. Like on the short list of people that he would be excited about and want to fight, you seem to be on that short list. Do you feel like that?
Oh, yeah, no, me 100%. He tries to, dude. He's a bully, dude. He would and I say that as like, I like to think that I'm a bully, but I bully like the best. Like, for instance, if when I first started training with Francis, I wanted to spar Francis. Like, dude, you're big, African, scary. Like, I want to fight you, dude. Just because like you're scary. I don't want to go beat up a one-on-one guy. I mean, you've seen the new guy that came in here today. Like, I didn't know who this guy was. You're in the UFC. You say you're good. All right, let's go 3 hard rounds. But Chimaev is the complete opposite, dude. He would just go and beat the out of like the lowest level pros and just ragdoll the out of them. And you'd be like, there's a video where I'm like, Chimaev, like, oh, you're the best. Like, I'm being condescending, dude. I'm saying you don't gotta go beat the out of these. Like, you don't gotta go beat up this 3-3 guy who has no shot to be in the UFC. Like, why are you destroying this guy when he does nothing for you? Like, you're so good, bro. Like, go and you got me, you got Sadi, you got like Ed. Like, there's so many guys in the gym that you could spar hard with, but you pick this guy to go boost your ego. Don't be a.
So last thing going into this fight and then this year for you, you want to stay active. You want to make money.
Yeah, I want to stay active. Yeah, I want to. That's really my main goal. You know, it's like stay active, make money, be healthy. You know, I don't know, man. I'm at an age now where like you start thinking like, hey, maybe you want a family, things and that. So a lot of like fighting is just financial security for me. Where it's like, again, I love what I do. I wake up every day. I'm excited to be here. I can't wait to go to Texas, you know. But I don't know. I'm happy for the first time really ever, you know. And it's nice that. So it's. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in a good place.
Why do you think you're happy for the first time ever?
I don't know, man. Life is like I'm financially secure. You know, that helps. I think a lot of people that are like unhappy usually comes from like financial stress. You know, it's like, yeah. If you're rich or wealthy and you're depressed, I think I personally hate you. You know, you're not allowed to be like wealthy and depressed. Like I just don't think it's right. So like, you know, I wake up every day and obviously like I'm not rich. I'm a UFC fighter, guys. Like I don't make that much money. But I wake up every day and I'm like, oh, I don't have to worry about paying my mortgage, you know, where it's like, I can't express to you the kind of like when you wake up every day and my only stress comes from what does the scale say? Oh shit, my weight's high, my weight's low. It's like, yeah, financial like security, it's crazy. Yeah, I've never really had it until like the last couple years of my life or a few years of my life where I can't even like, even now I still can't wrap my head around it. You know, as someone who like grew up sleeping in the back of a Jeep Patriot, you know, like and going to rain and being poor, like it's weird, man. It's weird, you know.
You feel like you're coming to the end of your career, or you feel like you got years left? Like, where are you at on that?
I mean, Volk just won, what is Volk, 37, almost 38? Like, I mean, Volk, 38, dude. I love fighting, you know. It's It's kind of hard that, like, what would I do? You know, I'm 30, I'm turning 35. So, I mean, I have 3 years in me. I mean, that's a lot of fights. Mm-hmm. And then who, like, once I, you know, let's just say, I mean, I could probably retire right now if I wanted to do, and I'm smart with my finances. But, like, what do you do all day? Just wake up, find out what makes you happy? Let me tell you guys, when you wake up, I say this story, after a fight, right? You fight. You could eat. You don't have to train. You get a big paycheck. And you wake up like a week or so after and you ask yourself, okay, well, what's going to make Sean happy? I don't got to cut weight. I don't got to really fight for a while. Like, what's going to make me happy? And I'm telling you guys, I find that's when I'm the most depressed. When I wake up and I say, what's going to make me happy? The most depressed. Like, as much as fighting sucks and saunas suck and cutting weight sucks and even going to the cage and getting your nose shattered sucks. Like, the alternative is really depressing. Just waking up. What's going to make me happy, you know?